Tonight, Amanda's apology, but
sorry is never going to bring him back.
The family of Nicholas Van Zelf isn't ready to accept that apology from this woman, who will be going to prison for 10 years. Also, a report put Senator Patty Ritchie out of the room during committee meetings. She got a stipend to lead. The senator gives us a statement. And this corner candy store set to open again.
You're watching the North Country's news station. 7 News this evening starts now. Live from downtown Watertown, here's Jeff Cole.
Good evening. She offered an apology before being sentenced in connection with the 2015 case of a Watertown man. After that apology, Amanda Camardo of Cape Vincent was sent to prison for 10 years. 7 News reporter Amanda Corna is live in the newsroom tonight. She was at the sentencing, heard the apology, and talked with the victim's family. Amanda?
Jeff, Nicholas Van Zelf's friends and family packed the Jefferson County Courthouse today. I spoke with some of them after the sentencing, and they say 10 years isn't enough time for what Camardo did. No justice, no peace. That's the sentiment from Nicholas Van Zelf's family and friends after Amanda Camardo was sentenced. Camardo is one of 3 people police charged in connection with the stabbing and robbery of Van Zelf at his Winslow Street home in Watertown almost a year and a half ago.
No amount of time they give that girl is ever going to bring my son back, and I'm not going to feel no amount of time is justice for my son's life.
The 20-year-old Cape Vincent woman was sentenced to 10 years in prison for first-degree robbery. In April, Freddie Devon Sutherland of Watertown was sentenced to 20 years to life for Van Zelf's murder. Devontae Bumpers of New York City was sentenced to 18 years in connection to Van Zelf's death. Van Zelf's mother, Kathy Chip, says Camardo's sentencing was the hardest.
I thought that it would bring closure. I mean, I just want us to be able to move on with our lives, but we're always going to miss my son. We're always going to think of my son, and it's just hard.
In court, Camardo was crying and read a statement. She said, "I wish I could go back and change everything, and I want everyone who loved Nick to know how sorry I am." The mother of Van Zelf's son says Camardo was the only one to say she was sorry for what she had done.
I feel like she is sorry in a way, but, you know, sorry is never going to bring him back.
Camardo was also sentenced to 5 years post-release supervision. Jeff?
Amanda Corna, thank you. In other news here tonight, there are reports that state senators, including Patty Ritchie, are missing the meetings that they're being paid to chair. It's a state stipend scandal that continues in Albany. The website of the Journal News in the Hudson Valley says Senator Ritchie missed 3 of the 7 health committee meetings this year, even though she is listed as the chairwoman with a $15,000 a year stipend. Ritchie is actually the deputy vice chair of the committee. We reached out to the senator for comment. She points out balancing the schedules of 19 committees on which she serves, along with meeting with constituents in Albany, makes it impossible to attend every meeting. She also says she has never missed a vote on the committee. Now, the newspaper reports other senators caught up in the Lulu scandal had a much worse attendance record, like Senator Tom O'Mara of the Southern Tier. It says he missed all of the Transportation Committee meetings, even though he gets $15,000 for being listed as its chairman. Near the top of the list, not a good place to be when it comes to unemployment. April numbers from the State Labor Department show Jefferson, St. Lawrence, and Lewis counties in the top 5 when it comes to joblessness. And another North Country county, Hamilton, was at the top of the list at 10.7%. Cheryl Mayforth at the county's Job Placement Center says our cold and wet spring was partly to blame.
Those that typically go back to work in April, such as construction and our hospitality and tourism folks, and we've had some weather issues in April, and so that has delayed their return to work.
Mayforth also says flooding is likely to affect upcoming numbers. On the bright side, she says we're way ahead of where we were during the recent recession, when local jobless numbers were routinely in double digits. A North Country native is coming back to be Lewis County's new manager. The Board of Legislators will officially hire Ryan Pichet in June. Pichet works now in Michigan as a city manager. He is from Adams Center. No customers coming in by boat has a marina owner worried about the upcoming Memorial Day weekend. Holly Pellin runs a gas dock and marina in Thousand Island Park, a private residential community on Wellesley Island. Her gas pump is 8 inches underwater. She's put sandbags around the marina's shop, and you can't see the docks, but they're underwater as well.
Last year I had a booming Memorial Day weekend, as everyone did, with the wonderful weather. This year, you know, I'm not selling any gas, I'm not selling any worms or ice or beverages.
Pellin also owns a bike and kayak rental shop near Wellesley Island State Park, and she hopes if people don't go out on the water, that they'll enjoy the weekend on land. Rebuilding an icon in Thousand Island Park, the ice cream and candy shop called The Guzzle, set to open again. Here's 7 News reporter Aaron Bischoff.
Construction crews are finishing up. It's a moment people have been waiting for.
This is probably the most excitement we've had on the park in the last 2 or 3 years.
It's the return of The Guzzle, an iconic ice cream and candy shop. The original Guzzle was destroyed along with a grocery store, plumbing business, and the fire department in a fire in August of 2014.
It was devastating to lose the Guzzle. It really, kind of fractured the park for a while.
This is going to be the retail area over here.
Mark Welser is the new owner and operator of The Guzzle. It will keep the restaurant, ice cream counter, and candy counter, but now The Guzzle will also be home to a grocery store, retail shop, and upstairs an arcade, a lounge, and a party room.
It's a new building. We have to create new traditions.
But not everything inside this building is brand new. Parts of it keep memories of the old Guzzle alive.
We actually refurbished the old candy counter from the old Guzzle.
And these doors came from the original building. The restaurant and ice cream parlor will open by Friday, but parts of the project won't wrap up until mid-June. For the park, it isn't just an ice cream parlor, it's getting back.
This really is going to bring back the park together as a community center. This is going to heal the park.
Making new memories at a Thousand Island Park tradition. Aaron Bischoff, 7 News.
As demand for child care increases, the Canton Daycare Center has to turn away families, but hopes that could end in time for the school year. The solution to serving more families is a vacant second floor, which the center wants to finish and outfit for child care at an estimated cost of $400,000. Officials believe being able to care for 50 additional children would benefit families and the economy.
There's going to be job opportunities here with the expansion because we'll be hiring. We're going to need more staff as well to accommodate the numbers, but also people can go to work because they'll have child care.
The center is awaiting word on several grants before construction can begin. When you are young, you're told to blaze a new trail. 7 News reporter Garrett Domblewski met a young man who's making an old trail new again.
You're looking at Lime Lane. It looks good now, but not long ago.
All of this was covered in leaves, and when we first got here, it was all mud. It wasn't really maintained much after our health teacher left a couple years ago.
Lime Lane is behind Lime Central School. The trail has been here for more than a decade, but its condition didn't make Chris Hiltz happy. You see, Chris is a Boy Scout trying to become an Eagle Scout, and he wanted to fix this trail for a long time.
Ever since I was a Cub Scout, wished I would do this.
Several local businesses pitched in supplies and equipment to help Chris out. With some help from other Boy Scouts, he laid down new wood chips, touched up a bridge, and replaced old signs with new ones.
When he was a kid, Chris says he and his friends would get lost out here. So, using a GPS app on his phone, they charted out a trail and drew up a map.
We got an app on our phone that traced the map as we walked through the trails. We overlaid it onto the Google Earth.
He's identified the trees and created those markers that can tell the little ones what type of tree they're looking at.
Now Chris is waiting to become an Eagle Scout, but he'll tell you he's already learned a whole lot.
It taught me a lot of things. It basically formed my whole life.
In Chimo, Garrett Domblewski, 7 News.
Beautiful day to be out on that trail. First weather now with John Coops.
Yeah, a little bit warmer than it's been the last couple of days. A little bit of sunshine as well. Check out your northeast satellite and Doppler radar, and there you see some passing clouds of the cirrus variety, and that'll be the case tonight. A little bit of weather down to our south. That means there will be some changes coming up. Not so much tonight or tomorrow, but it looks like Just a couple of days, we'll be dealing with a day that's going to be filled with rain. Your lows tonight pretty much in the lower to middle 50s with light winds and some passing clouds. We'll talk more about that forecast, and we'll take a peek at Memorial Day too. That for you in a little bit.
All right, John, thank you. And still to come, the South Jeff Spartans baseball team getting ready for their first sectional game. Mel will talk with the coach. And on Just Face It, a diploma and a surprise for this graduate who is from Sackett's Harbor.
From the North Country's news station, you're watching 7 News this evening with Jeff Cole. Tonight's weather with John Kubis. And your North Country sports with Mel Bussler.
The Buy Ford Now sales event is on. The best time to get into a new Ford. This Memorial Day, just sign and ride with 0 down, 0 due, and 0 first month's payment on a great selection of Ford cars, SUVs, and trucks. So get to the Buy Ford Now sales event this Memorial Day and just sign and ride. Only at your local Ford store or buyfordnow.com. Now lease an F-150 with 0 down, 0 due at signing, and 0 first month's payment. And now get $750 appreciation cash for military or first responders on top of all other offers.
Ready to make some changes before summer? Raymore and Flanagan's Memorial Day sale makes it easy. Every style on sale. Freshen any room with the best brands at low sale prices. Save $370 on this stylish 2-piece living room. Save $300 on this outdoor sectional. Save $150 on this modern queen bed. Adjustable bases are on sale for $5.99. No interest for 72 months. The Memorial Day sale at Raymore and Flanagan.
Down to your hometown casino. Get your game on and have a good time. Ontario, it's the place to be. Oh, come on over, baby, do the shoreline. Come on over, baby, do the shoreline.
Join us for our all-you-can-eat buffet. I'll bet you won't find a better deal.
Shoreline's Casinos, where Ontario comes to play. Make date night a Shoreline's night.
Just Face It, brought to you by Massey's Furniture Barn.
This one is a fun one. Tonight on Just Face It, a graduation surprise. What you are going to see in this video from our Facebook page is Sackett's Harbor native Olivia Martin graduating from Brockport State's nursing program. What she didn't know was that her brother, Sergeant Cody Beach of the Marines, was there to pin her.
And tonight, Olivia's brother, Sergeant Cody Beach, joins us. Cody, will you join us on stage?
Thank you very much for sharing that on our Facebook page. Up next, John Kubis with our forecast.
Toyota time is the best time to get a great deal on an adventurous new RAV4 that's ready for any adventure.
Lease RAV4 for just $169 a month or get 0% APR for a full 60 months.
So come in now.
Toyota, let's go places.
Being detected was not an option. If I was recognized, the whole operation was blown. The element of surprise was imperative.
Wow. He won't even recognize you. Seriously. I don't even recognize myself.
And thanks to my cash rewards credit card from Navy Federal with never expiring rewards, it's gonna be a killer honeymoon.
Woo! Maui!
Boom.
Open to the armed forces, the DoD, veterans, and their families. Navy Federal Credit Union.
When you choose Kinney Drugs, it means something to your community. Maybe it's that local product you buy that helps a local company grow, the new job it creates for a neighbor, or the millions of dollars you help us give to worthy local causes. When you choose Kinney Drugs, it all stays right here, at home. That's how it's always been for over 100 years. Kinney Drugs.
Toyota time is one of the best times to get a great deal on a new Toyota. You can get 0% APR financing and great lease deals.
Like 0% APR for a full 60 months on Corolla, or lease Corolla for just $139 a month.
So come in today.
Toyota, let's go places.
Now, tonight's weather.
A beautiful weather day, a gorgeous weather photo behind me. Let's check it out. This one taken on Pleasant Lake by Marty Smith. I love this shot, and notice what appears to be a bunch of sticks, potentially a beaver dam. I'm not sure. It's not really in my wheelhouse. I do weather, and let's talk about the weather. 69 degrees and some extra clouds outside right now, and I think that'll be an ongoing theme tonight. Partly to mostly cloudy skies, and tomorrow hopefully a couple of peaks of sun before the rain begins on Thursday. Humidity right now at 51%. Pressure right now is low, 2980, and it has been dropping as low pressure heads in our direction. Our high 69, our low 41. There you see the averages, and we're pretty close to where we ought to be this time of year. Your record's 81 degrees set back in 2010. It was a chilly one back in 1967. We bottomed out at 25. Lower 70s right now in Lowville. 60s in Potsdam and also in Ogdensburg as well. It looks like down in Sandy Creek, they're checking in at 68 degrees. 72 in Syracuse, mid-70s in Buffalo. Upper 60s right now in Ottawa, a little bit further downstate. New York City is 65, 71 in Albany. Boston right now at 61 degrees. Lower 70s in Atlanta, cool in Dallas by their standards. They're at 69, 60 right now in Minneapolis. Down in the southwest, they are heating up in Phoenix. They're currently at 103, 70s in Billings and also in Seattle. San Francisco at 65. Couple of areas of low pressure we need to talk about. One off to the east. That's pretty much out of the area, and we're not going to concern ourselves with that system. This low pressure right here is going to spin on towards the North Country, giving us some rain in just a couple of days. Your lows tonight in the very mild, lower to middle 50s across the board with some passing clouds. Tomorrow looking nice, for the most part anyways. Highs in the lower to middle 70s with the risk of an afternoon rain shower. In Lewis County tonight, some passing clouds, 50 in Turin, 53 your low in Barnes Corners. Tomorrow, highs in the upper 60s around Osceola to the lower to middle 70s everywhere else. And there is that slight chance of an afternoon rain shower for you as well. Partly cloudy up north, 50 in Messina, 47 in Wanakena, 51 in Gouverneur for your low. Tomorrow, a slight chance of an afternoon rain shower. And look at those highs. Finally in the lower to middle 70s. Checking out your extended forecast. Not looking so great for this big Memorial Day weekend coming up, but hopefully that'll change. Thursday, the risk of a rain shower and 65 degrees. Some showers on Friday. Saturday looking nice. Sunday and Monday, not so much, as another area of low pressure will head on into the northeast, and that means the risk for some unsettled weather conditions. And on to today's weather class question. It's brought to you by Mahoney's Auto Mall. Follow the crowd. 638 people have signed purchase agreements this year at Mahoney's Auto Mall. Now, which of the following clouds will always produce precipitation? Nimbostratus, cirrostratus, altostratus, or cumulus?
What do you call you?
I'll go, how about A?
A, I was going to go A as well, yeah, okay.
A's right.
Just sounds nastier.
Menacing.
Menacing, that's a good word. All right, Hall of Fame stuff today we get to talk about.
Yeah, we do. A Carthage alumnus. Congratulations. Oh, no, it's not you, is it? It's Casey Powell, a man with talent. Coming your way. Stay tuned.
Come on. Can you believe this, cable guy? I took the day off for this. That's it. I give up. I'm taking a shower. Don't go! Oh my goodness, I'm here! Seriously? An entire day wasted for this.
I hear you. Now let's change that.
Yes.
Stop waiting for the cable guy. Switch to Dish and get reliable 75-minute arrival windows. Dish, tuned into you.
May means green tag savings at Cazenove Equipment. Now is the time to upgrade to a new John Deere. For example, you can get a 1 Series tractor for an incredible $99 a month. Need something bigger? We have 59 horsepower 5 Series tractors now starting at an amazing $189 a month. Or how about a Gator utility vehicle? Save $500 now and get incredible 0% financing. Whatever equipment you need, come in this May and save during the Green Tag event at Cazenove Equipment.
Closed captioning brought to you by Meade Optical, with offices in Lowville and at 1000 Washington Street in Watertown. Proudly serving the North Country for over 100 years. We're looking out for you.
Presenting a whole new line of more powerful, more fuel-efficient tractors from Coyote. It may not be the kind your grandfather bought 60 years ago,
but it's probably the kind he'd buy today. Test drive one at your local Coyote dealer.
Equipment Rentals is pleased to announce the addition of Coyote tractors. Test drive your next Coyote tractor today.
Upon graduation from this prestigious pre-K through 12th grade institution, you get far more than just a diploma. You get an education based on faith, the opportunity to develop morally, ethically, and academically, alumni support across the nation, and the knowledge that can take you anywhere. Come change the world with IHC, a foundation for life.
Now your North Country sports.
Section 3 playoff schedule continuing on this Tuesday. Among the games, a girls Class D lacrosse quarterfinal. South Jefferson entertaining Jordan Elbridge. Allison Jennings sets up Marissa Malvazzo for the first goal of the game. Jordan Elbridge on top 1-0. Lady Spartans tie it up. Natalie Stroud tickles twine. Molly Hall getting the assist, tying the game at 1. Eagles go back on top though. Miranda Malvasso finds the mark from Marissa Malvasso. Jordan Elbridge leads 2-1. South Jeff ties it back up. Megan Whitley finds the mark from the free position, tying the game at 2. Sydney Roderick then sets up Natalie Stroud for the goal. Lady Spartans go on top 3-2. Mia Buckingham will then expand the Lady Spartans lead, now 4-2 South Jefferson. Megan Whitley scores her second goal of the game, 5-2 Lady Spartans. At last report, South Jefferson still leading Jordan Elbridge by a score of 5-2. Well, speaking of South Jefferson, the Spartans baseball team is getting ready for their first sectional game. South Jefferson is currently 12-4 overall, seeded 4th in Section 3 Class B. Coach Joe Vady Spartans will face the winner of today's game between General Brown and Marcellus. Spartans game is slated for Wednesday at 4:30 in Adams. Spartans hoping for a long run in the sectionals.
Yes, sir. Definitely our goal is to go as far as we possibly can in sectionals. I don't think it matters personally to us who wins the game. We still have to come out and play and battle and give it our all tomorrow.
As long as we come prepared each day, we know what it takes to win. We just got to practice hard and prepare. As a team, everybody's put in the work and effort, and we can go a long ways if we just do our best.
I think our team can do really well this year. We've been firing on all cylinders lately, and I think it's all coming together at the right time, so I feel like we'll do pretty well.
Well, the Powell name is synonymous with the sport of lacrosse. Casey, Ryan, and Michael forever changed the face of the sport. The oldest of the brothers has received the highest honor one can get in the sport.
Casey Powell has been selected to be inducted into the National Lacrosse Hall of Fame. Powell becomes the 27th member of the Syracuse University program to receive the honor. Casey Powell is the eldest of the Powell brothers, who first made his mark at Carthage High School under Kirk Venaquatro. After Syracuse, he continued his success in the pros in Major League Lacrosse. In a 2011 interview, Powell reflected on his career.
Well, I mean, I remember it feels like yesterday I was the Channel 7 Athlete of the Week holding this microphone, and it's exciting to still have the opportunity to play lacrosse, but it's been a fabulous career. I started obviously in Carthage, New York, and grew up in a great area, and I've been able to play lacrosse all around the world, and you know, my career's coming to an end, but it's been very exciting to play, and I never thought in a million years I would have made a career out of this, but lacrosse has been great to me, and you know, I'm thankful for where I came from and what it's done for me. It's been an amazing experience, and I'm very proud of where I'm from and what I've done, and it's exciting that young players have kind of followed in my footsteps and you know, done so much with the game of lacrosse, and obviously the most important is to get into colleges and to play this great game and then move on to a professional career. So it's been great. It's been great for my family, and it's, like I said, it's a great sport to be a part of.
The National Lacrosse Hall of Fame induction ceremony will be held in September.
LeBron James looks to bounce back from one of his worst playoff games when the Cavaliers play the Celtics, Game 4 of the Eastern Conference Finals. Boston won a Game 3 stunner to end Cleveland's unbeaten postseason run. James scored just 11 points and committed 6 turnovers in one of the worst postseason games of his career. Well, despite Ottawa trying to avoid elimination by the Penguins, Sidney Crosby and the defending champion Penguins can reach the Stanley Cup final again with a Game 6 victory in Ottawa. Senators trail 3-2 after a 7-0 shellacking on Sunday. And the NFL wants to put some flair back into celebrations, allowing players to use the football as a prop, celebrate as a group, roll around on the ground again if they choose. In an email from Commissioner Roger Goodell sent to fans in an effort to deliver a more exciting game experience, the commissioner said the new guidelines came after conversations with more than 80 current and former players. There you go. After you do the show at 6 o'clock, roll around on the floor a little bit.
Take the cover shot and spike the microphone.
Spike the script. There you go.
Up next, it is time to play.
More people than ever are making the move to Nissan. Save on Rogue, America's best-selling SUV. Only at Nissan's Make the Move event. Hurry, event ends soon. Get a low $179 per month lease on Rogue.
It's so nice. What I love most about Tempur-Pedic mattresses is that they contour to your body. Keeps us comfortable and asleep at night. Can I take a nap now?
Change your sleep. Change your life. Change to Tempur-Pedic.
Raymore and Flanagan is where the Northeast goes to buy Tempur-Pedic. Right now, enjoy no-interest financing for 72 months and free next-day mattress delivery, 7 days a week. Shop at Raymore and Flanagan, now an elite Tempur-Pedic retailer.
Looking to mix things up? Then try the Mediterranean rotisserie-style chicken wrap from Subway. A double portion of hand-pulled chicken, feta cheese, and veggies with a cool tzatziki sauce. Part of the Mediterranean Collection signature wraps. Bold flavors from a better Subway.
With health and medical options always changing, making informed, healthy decisions can be difficult. That's why Lewis County General teams up with 7 News to bring you Your Health every Thursday on 7 News This Evening. Brought to you by Lewis County General.
More people than ever are making the move to Nissan. Save on Rogue, America's best-selling SUV. Only at Nissan's Make the Move event. Hurry, event ends soon. Get a low $259 per month lease on Pathfinder.
Finally tonight, time to play in Thompson Park. An inspector from Parkitex was at the city's new playground to give a final check before anyone could use it. City Parks and Rec Superintendent Aaron Gardner says it is good to go.
We have an inspector from Parkitex that's here right now, and he's just finishing up his inspection, and he's given us the go-ahead, so we're able to open the playground. So as of right now, kids can come on and play.
Still a little work to do, but it is open to the public, and a ribbon-cutting ceremony is set for June 5th. Quite a community effort to get that built. Time to find out what's coming up tonight at 11 o'clock. Jeff Nelson joins us with that.
Well, Jeff, Watertown police say a man was hurt this evening after he ran into oncoming traffic on State Street. He was hit by a car and knocked nearly unconscious. That man has been rushed to the hospital. Jeff will have more details for you at 11 o'clock and 10 o'clock on your North Country Fox.
Very good. Thank you much. And as for our weather, boy, a repeat of today would be nice.
Tomorrow looking not so bad, but maybe an afternoon shower.
All right, gentlemen, thank you much. They're back at 11 o'clock. Join them then. Have a good night.